good Wednesday morning, and welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and we are so happy to have you here with us here today. We would like to thank our sponsor, Grand Strand Law Group. They want to be your trusted choice. You can reach out to them by going online at grandstrandlawgroup.com, or you can call them at 843-492-5422. They want to be your trusted choice, and they have chapters in the Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach area, not chapters, offices. I'll get it right in a minute. All right. Don't forget to give StreamYard permission to watch so we can see your comments. You can go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and then you can type in your comments, and we'll be glad to get them on the air. If you have questions today, just make sure you ask them so we can get Nicole, who is going to be with us today. She's Nicole Griggs with Celero Commerce, and she is from our PD chapter over in the Florence area. And we'll have her on here in just a moment. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. GBN Live is next. All right. Welcome back. We have Nicole Griggs with us from Celero Commerce. She is with our PD chapter. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you, Todd. That music was great. It was an awesome intro.
Yeah, I know. We usually dance behind the scenes so, when you're not watching us on air. But anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your family, that kind of stuff, so we can get to know you.
Wonderful. So Nicole Griggs, and I grew up here in South Carolina. I'm married to my awesome husband, Tim, and we have 3 daughters. We go to church here at Cornerstone in Florence, and I'm a Truman State University graduate with a business major. And yeah, I've been doing this for 19 years now. So I love it.
Oh, awesome. Tim, if you're watching and you need to get away from all the women in your house, just let me know and we'll go out and have a drink or something. I don't know.
He definitely needs to.
Yeah, right. So tell us a little bit about Celero Commerce, the company, where they're located, how they start, that kind of stuff.
Wonderful. So Celero Commerce started in 2018. They're headquartered in Nashville. So I just told you I've been doing this for about a little over 19 years now. Wow. Celero, when we were looking at the best company to partner with, were excellent in this space. Just their focus on high tech, high touch, want to make sure that we are providing our merchants with the best solutions that just help to make business very efficient for them, help to keep them growing. Celero believes that small to mid-sized businesses are the backbone of our economy. So wanting to make sure that we can improve the lives of our merchants, and it just became an excellent fit for us. So
awesome. Well, so let's talk about some of your solutions. I know that for those of who are not familiar with Celero, they are a merchant services and provide a lot of other things. But so let's start with talking about the merchant services and what does that mean to a business if they are not familiar with that term?
Okay. Most businesses nowadays, they keep telling me that more and more, all of their sales are moving towards credit cards. They're taking credit, debit, electronic payment in one form or the other, and it's just more and more prevalent. So it used to be, maybe half of our sales are on cards, and then it's 70%, 80%, and then we just don't take cash hardly at all anymore. So being able to accept cards from your customers as efficient as possible is so important for merchants. So merchant services is just that: credit card processing, electronic payment processing for businesses. And we're looking to be able to provide simple to use, bundled electronic payment solutions for our merchants.
Yeah, and you know that I hardly ever carry cash anymore. I just don't, and I hate that because there's sometimes I need it and I don't have it. But GBN was set up at a festival this past weekend here in the Myrtle Beach area, and I went to 2 of the vendors and they did not accept cash because they don't want to carry around all the change that they need to. So they're either taking credit cards or they're taking Venmo or Cash App or whatever. But those solutions and being able to service them is priceless to especially a small business and doing it remotely. So I guess that kind of leads into the other question here with the merchant services. You can collect mobile payments. That's what I believe you refer it to.
Yeah.
And then I want to talk a little bit about a payment gateway too, because some people don't understand how, when I swipe my card, how that process works. So I want to talk a little bit about that as well. And then talk about some of the POS and the point of sale system integrations that you can do.
I love that you know all of this stuff, Todd. So first, mobile payments, especially when the pandemic hit, more and more of our businesses, restaurants, it became necessary for them to be able to have mobile payment solutions and contactless payment solutions. And that's something part of Celero, high tech, high touch. We make sure we can do all of that. So in that mobile space, a reader that can go out to cars to be able to take payments. We have options that work both wireless devices that are an all-in-one solution, as well as simple apps that work on your phone or tablet to be able to take cards with just a reader that plugs into it. And to be able to capture quite a bit of information. You have options like QR codes that people can scan. So you can put a little sign up on your table if you're at a show, it just says, pay here. And they can just scan and make their payment. We have all sorts of different cool options that I just think a merchant wants to be able to take money in every way possible as efficiently as possible, because the easier you can make it for your customers to pay you,
100%. Yep.
The more likely you are to get that sale right then. I know for myself, if I have to go to, extra steps to do something, I intend to, I start to, and then my phone rings and shoot, and I'm distracted that quick. So got to be fast, got to get it quick before we're on to the next thing. So in the payment gateway space, I do very well with car dealerships. I have quite a number of car dealerships around the country. And one thing that's big for them is text to drive, or SendPause is a software they utilize just to make it easy for their clients to be able to pay from anywhere. Maybe they're going to pick up their car after hours, so they want to go ahead and send in that payment. Being able to utilize those payment gateways, and we provide all the information they need, their VAR sheet, they plug it in, and they're able to process with whatever that software is. So we integrate through payment gateways for that. We also have payment gateways / virtual terminals that the merchant can use themselves for being able to log in, whether it's creating recurring payments. That's something that's pretty big when you can create that recurring income. Maybe it is a HVAC contractor that has service plans that he does monthly. Know a number of good ones that'll set up a service plan, but then that money will go towards if you need a new system at some point.
Right.
And for them to be able to just set it up and forget it, and our gateways work wonderful for that.
So just so our viewers understand what a payment gateway is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it basically takes your information from your credit card, it encrypts it, goes through a third-party software or integration, whether it's Stripe or I know you guys work with Stripe pretty well, but whatever that payment gateway may be, it just encrypts your information so that it prevents the hacking, that kind of stuff, and then sends the payment to your financial institution.
Yeah, so gateways are kind of, I think of it as an adapter that helps us to connect to different software companies out there. So a new software company that develops a unique system, in order for them to integrate to every processing solution, it would just be too much. So they integrate to a few different gateways out there, and then we work with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so talk about the point of sale systems too, so that's which all this integrates into. But one thing that I found interesting is I was at an older restaurant that's been around for a long time, but they have updated their system with their point of sale system. So now they can actually walk up to the table, take the order on the computer, a handheld computer, and they also take payment at the table as well, instead of having to take your credit card elsewhere and things like that. So I think that's pretty cool.
And so point of sale options, there's a number of them out there. One that I love, and I think you have this a little bit further down too, but Clover is an excellent point of sale solution for restaurants, retail. I mean, we have it in engine shops, small engine shops, just all sorts of different places. We are able to help upload. And I mean, if you go with some options out there, they do offer Clovers, but they just kind of drop ship them to your door. Something that we provide is we actually go out, help with menu upload, help with getting the employees in, setting up tables in a restaurant environment, inventory uploads, whatever that might be, just making sure that we can customize that point of sale solution to the business, make it easy for them to use. So when they start using it, they are full steam ahead. These point of sale systems, like you said, you can have the devices that come to the table. For a merchant to be able to offer their consumers the ability to stay at the table, insert their own card, more and more security is becoming an issue. And when somebody takes your card and they walk away and they go somewhere else, you're like, well, I hope they're not doing anything they shouldn't. But to be able to just take the card right at the table. So for a card holder, you're inserting your own card, taking it back out, signing right on the screen. You reduce the chance of anything happening with your card there. So mobile solutions, they have online ordering abilities. And we work with a really great company called Menufy that will create a website for a restaurant, help set up their online ordering. And it's just beautiful and easy to do and easy to set up. And yeah, great point of sale solutions that work in all the different spaces. And then you have payroll options through that point of sale, keeps track of all your employees. You don't have to provide the data to your accountant. Most of my merchants provide a access for their accountant to just jump straight in, grab the payroll reports they need, grab the tax reports they need, and it just pulls one more thing off the shoulders of the merchant. So
yeah, that's awesome. A great mobile example is Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
They have perfected the drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of other companies can learn from them. That is for sure.
I think in so many areas, companies could learn from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
is so true. So, so let's talk a little bit some other things that you can offer through this service is gift cards and even loyalty cards. And I know that those are so popular with any business anymore.
Clover is one of those that offers fantastic gift cards that work on the same system. They also offer loyalty programs that are just integrated. You can set it up whether it's spend X amount of dollars and receive X amount of dollars off. If it's a percentage that you want to give, if it's every 10 visits, your 11th visit is free. It gives the merchant the ability to find and customize that program for what fits them best. So yes, whether it's gift cards or loyalty through that, there's also gift cards that you can run just on separate standalone terminals. When a cardholder or a consumer or a customer is able to have that physical gift card in their wallet, it keeps them front of mind. It's almost like advertising for you also. Right.
So the loyalty card through Celero, is that on an app on their phone, or how does the consumer take advantage of that, I guess, or how do they interact with it?
Okay, so yes, they can have an app that they download on their phone that keeps track for them. It will also tell them all the different places in the area that take that and that do, for instance, Clover. So they can see, hey, if you go to this place, you can get a free drink here. Or if you go to, not Chick-fil-A, but if you go there, you get, free drink with your purchase today, whatever that might be. So yeah, they have an app they can utilize.
That's cool. Yeah. My son has a friend that his father owns an ice cream shop, and they're looking to add some kind of a loyalty program for their clients there too. So, and they already are using Celero, and they are already using Clover. So there you go.
I love it.
So let's say I want to accept credit cards. Let's say I have a business that I sell gift baskets or whatever, and
Okay.
I want to accept credit cards through my website. What does that process look like working with you?
Perfect. So we integrate with a lot of different shopping carts that are out there. We also make it very easy through, you could just have a payment button on your website if you wanted. So whether it is that it's small, like we want to grow with you, we want to implement options that are good at every step of business. So payment buttons on the website. Again, we integrate with a lot of different shopping carts that are out there and available. So it's just a streamlined process. We provide the setup information and get you operational. So
It's gotten much easier over the last few years, that's for sure.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah. So that's neat. So we talked a little bit before the show about payroll, and I know you just mentioned a little bit, but is that through you guys? Is that through a third party company? And from a business owner, how do I handle that as far as how it works?
Okay. So yes, there's payroll options. There's payroll options that integrate with Clover. There's payroll options entirely outside of Clover. And I think the biggest thing is we want to be your consultant. We want to walk you through exactly what is best for your business. And you could have 3 different businesses that even operate in the same space, and one solution is not the best fit. Sometimes people just like the way one product looks over another. My job is to make sure my merchants see all the options that we have available and find the solution that fits them best. So yes, we can handle payroll options, but a lot of those.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, and it's nice knowing that. And I think this is one of the things that I like about your business now is that if I have an issue, I can call you. I'm not calling somebody in another country that, thank you for calling technical support. My name is Sammy, or whatever. And you can't talk to them. You can come into my business and let's sit down and walk through it. Let me show, because somebody on phone support, regardless of whether they're in another company, and I probably shouldn't have been so crazy there, but even if you're in another country, you don't see my business. You don't see how I operate. And you can have an ice cream shop here and an ice cream shop there, and they operate totally different. Their processes are totally different. So that's one thing I like about having you come in and being able to walk me through A to Z. And if I need you, I can pick up the phone and call you. And that's huge.
And I'll tell you, my merchants text, they call, they email, and most of them, their phone numbers are saved right in my phone. So they're calling and I'm answering, hey, Todd, how are you doing today? What can I help you with? So for them to not have to, remember their 87 different merchant numbers and codes and terminal IDs and verify 6 ways till Sunday just to get a person on the phone, that they can call me and I know right what they need and how to help them. And so for me, I mean, I know I may be biased, but I think that goes a long way. And I think as a
100%, yes.
If I had to call in and spend 45 minutes on the phone before I even got a person, that would drive me crazy. I don't have that kind of time, and I know my merchants don't. So I want to alleviate that headache for them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, guys, stay with us. We're going to come back after the break, and we're going to talk about how Celero can integrate with a financial institution and some of their partnerships that they work with as well. So stay with us. GBN Live. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strain Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strain Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that the qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. All right, guys, welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and we want to say welcome back again, Nicole Griggs with Solera Commerce. She is with our PD chapter, and we do want to take a quick second and thank our sponsor once again, Grand Strand Law Group. They want to be your trusted choice. You can reach them at 843-492-5422. They have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. And remember, if you have any questions for me or Nicole today, make sure you put it StreamYard.com/Facebook so that we can see those. So, Nicole, thanks for joining us back again. So before the break, we talked about offering some of your solutions that are for financial institutions. And I think there's one called BankMax, I believe is what it was. I saw on your website. Yeah. And then you also have some other things that integrate there. Can you talk about those, please?
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say first, that commercial for Grand Strand Law Group, that was so cute. I love that.
It is, yeah. They have dogs all in their office. So, and I think somebody just said hello and said you were great. I think I just saw a comment come up. Can we get, Crystal Rivers is watching. She said, Nicole is awesome. Thanks for watching, Crystal.
They're easy, but Crystal's fabulous. She's a boss babe in multiple different markets. They own properties. Her husband owns a
that's awesome
custom shop. But yeah, she's fantastic. Okay, so you mentioned financial institutions and BankMax, Compass, Connect Gateway. So those are all in different areas, and I'll just sum them up real quick. So Compass is an incredible reporting site that our merchants have access to. And it just is so simple for them to use, for them to see statements, manage chargebacks, see their deposits, see batches that come through. Really helps them when it comes to accounting and reconciling. If need be, they can track down a single transaction, anything that they need there. So Compass is that reporting site that we provide for our merchants. And they can have, however many in their office that need to access it, no problem. Connect Gateway is a fantastic virtual terminal and gateway that we have that will allow a merchant to process, because we board accounts on First Data's platform, on TSYS's platform, just to be able to integrate with the most amount of software and solutions out there. So Connect is just that product that lets us do that very simply, very easily. So as far as financial institutions, Solera Commerce partners with banks all over the country, and they do some things very well. So talked about at the beginning, I've been in this space for over 19 years. I don't switch companies. But I'm loyal to where I work, and I take care of my accounts, and my husband and I own that relationship with our merchants there. So we own our accounts, and we wanted to make sure that we were looking for a company that was going to provide good reporting for our bank partners, that was going to provide great growth for them, and that was going to just be a good fit for us with extra solutions. And so Everest Payments went out looking to partner with another company, and then found Solera, and it was a great acquisition there. So Solera, we are considered a subsidiary under Solera Commerce, but they have, again, relationships with banks all over the country. And one of our bank partners here is First Reliance Bank. And I will tell you, First Reliance is a partnership that came out of a networking group 17 years ago for me.
Oh, wow.
And Reuben Hewitt, he is currently our president of the PD chapter. And they had gone through in the first 4 years, they had gone through 2 different merchant processors. And they just could not find that fit, because First Reliance is very big on there's more to banking than money. They want to improve the lives of their merchants and their customers. And so they wanted somebody that was not just going to promise something really good, but that was also going to be there to answer the phone when their customers needed something. And so being in this networking chapter, Reuben said, hey, I hear you talking about this and I know you, so I feel like you'd be a great fit. Let's talk more about it. So yeah, we partnered with First Reliance a lot of years ago here in this market. And recently with our Celero merger here, Celero has what's called Bank Max. And that is just an excellent way that they're able to partner with the bank, go through their lists, scrub ACH lists, pull out and identify those merchants. Hey, here are, let's start here, right? Here's the merchants we need to start with and see what we can do, because we think we can be a great fit for these merchants. We see they're processing a good bit. Maybe they're paying high fees. Let's see what we can do. So it provides our banks and our partners the option to then say, hey, we want to help you. We want to offer this better solution for you. Is this something you're interested in? So their customers end up saying, man, I love my bank. They're always looking out for me. And so that's what our goal is in providing for our bank partners.
Yeah, I think that's something that we don't realize in our networking group, that we actually help hold each other accountable too. Yeah. So when you do that business, and you hear me say it all the time, we got to know, like, and trust somebody. And when we do that, we build that foundation that we can grow our businesses on. And that's pretty cool. So
yeah.
We talked a little bit about the Clover systems, and I know that you guys are integrate with those as well, but you do other systems as well, right?
Yeah, so there's a few different point of sales out there. Swipe Simple is one that works well. Connect is even one that works well. We can work with a Focus POS, just a number of different restaurant software out there where it's actually, people feel like it might be a really tough transition. Oh, I don't know about switching processing. That feels like such a headache. But we make it so easy. And so we provide that setup information. And if you can kind of think of an Excel spreadsheet and how you have a few numbers, the amount of information that gets changed for most merchant accounts, I mean, it can take about 30 seconds for their current restaurant software to plug our information in versus who they're processing with. So it may feel like a big transition, but we can make it very easy for them. So yes, we do work with a lot of different point of sales out there. And I would say Celero integrates with far more than most companies.
A lot of people don't even realize that this point of sale system and what you're doing here, that software can also keep up with your inventory. Like you said, do their tax stuff, their payroll stuff, all that kind of. Some of them even do scheduling for their employees, I've seen. Yep. So there's a lot of options there. So having that one-stop shop and knowing, even though whether you like the Clover system or not, but knowing that you guys work with it as much as you do, it's smarter to have that system because you already know it. You have the connections. You know the technical side of things. If something goes wrong, you can fix it right away. I mean, there's a lot of benefits there.
Oh yeah, Clover, I think that one specifically, we just love because of how easy it is for a merchant to use. And one of my merchants in particular, he spent about 8 hours on Saturday, every Saturday, doing reporting, just sales tax reporting and liquor tax reporting and making sure everything was correct and his employees' schedules and their time card. And it's literally done for him with the Clover system. I'm like, how much is 8 hours of your Saturday worth every week? Because
I know how much 8 hours of my time's worth.
I know, right? it's valuable. And to be able to free that up for someone and for them to know it's just done, it's done right, it's automatic.
Yeah,
To
it
me,
makes a
it's
difference.
no-brainer.
So let's walk through the process. So now that I have my business and I need to. All right, that means that's time for rapid fire. So we're going to get to know you a little bit better. So we always do this in part of the show. Just one word or a small phrase answers is all we need. But what was your first job?
I was a waitress.
A waitress.
Yep.
What type of restaurant?
I've worked at a lot of restaurants.
Me too. So are you a night owl or an early bird?
I think both. I'm both sides. I mean,
Yeah,
when I'm up,
I'm
I'm up. I hit the ground running and I can stay up pretty late, except if I'm tired, and then I'm done.
I always sit down to watch TV and I'm out like that. And then I have to get up and go to bed.
Yep.
A dog or a cat person?
Dog all day.
I think I heard yours bark earlier. Is that right?
It's possible. She's a little Maltese and miniature Schnauzer mix.
Oh, there you go. A little ankle biter.
Yappy as the day is long.
There you go. Dark or milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Yeah. See,
these are
women
important
always
questions.
say dark. What's your favorite color?
Blue, aqua.
Aqua. I haven't had that one. That's cool.
Aqua.
A lot of blues, but not aqua. Favorite word or phrase?
I don't know. I don't know. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's
there you go. There you go.
kids.
I was fortunate enough years ago to see Zig Ziglar in person. And one of the things that he had, or that he said, was he was super good in getting better. And I use that one all the time. So I like that. I'm super good in getting better when somebody says, how are you?
There you go.
Favorite movie or actor?
Oh, gracious. Die Hard, maybe. And it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Favorite actor? I don't know. I don't watch a ton of TV. I feel like with 3 kids, like that takes up all my time.
That's your entertainment there, right?
I used to have a life. Now I just have kids, right?
Again, we'll pray for you there, Tim. Your favorite song or your artist?
I think Reckless Love is the most beautiful song about God's love and it being never ending and just being there for us always.
I like that too. Good. Favorite vacation spot?
Something tropical. Definitely something tropical. Put me by a beach, not in anything cold, just put me by the water.
I'm the same way. And favorite mobile app? Is there something you use every day that's weather app, motivational app, anything like that?
GBN, of course, to connect with
That'll
all
work.
my local businesses.
Yes. So, all right. Well, cool. Well, thanks for playing rapid fire with us. So it's just a way for us to get to know you a little bit better, and it's pretty cool. So what I was saying before rapid fire was, so I've started my business. What's the next step in getting set up with Solera?
Give me a call, definitely. So Nicole Griggs, 843-618-5483. And I'd love to come out and provide options for your business. So it's very simple. Had a merchant yesterday that was a car dealership. It was one of a group that I already have a lot of their locations, needed an extra, and they needed to be running by today for a tech solution that they need to have in place. So they were like, hey, we got to get this done and we got to get it done now. There's not a lot of information that I need to get the account set up. And we get it approved and then I handle the setup. So I make it very easy. So call me. That's the step.
And you can actually, if I heard you were correct earlier, you can actually provide the Clover systems, right?
Yep.
And have those set up. So that's cool. And you also just mentioned something else, that multiple locations. So all of these can tie in together into the same system.
Absolutely. They can just click between and see all their information for everything. And they can even see across the board reporting. So they can see all locations at once if they need and want.
Love it being simple. So,
yes.
I think this is a question that, or maybe I don't want to say issue, but something that people don't think about often is how often should you revisit your equipment, your cost to make sure you're getting the right price, how any other new solutions. knowing you like I do, and it's
Yeah.
not, great relationship between us, but I know you and I've seen you in action on doing other stuff. And I'm assuming that you would be the kind of person that if something new and exciting came out, you're going to let all your clients know right away.
Yes, we definitely try to do that. And I would say maybe once a year, once every 2 years is a good time to just say, hey, what's going on that's new that might be of interest to us? Or do I still have the best rates? Our processing has gone up by a lot. We're processing twice as much as we did when we started. Can we get better rates? And that's something that we are always paying attention to for our merchants, and we don't go up. I have merchants that have been with me for all 19 years. We've done this, and
that's awesome.
We don't increase their rates. So they're always excited to find that out when they have us review. So
yeah, that's great. Well, hey guys, Nicole, thanks for joining us. If you guys need to get in touch with her and you want the best business solutions out there for your credit card processing, you can reach her at 843-618-5483. 843-618-5483, or you can go to their website, solerocommerce.com, and you can find out a lot more information about them. Nicole, before we go, I want to, and you've kind of touched on it, we've said some amazing things, but I do want to go a little bit deeper, is tell us what referral networking means to you, and specifically why you chose GBN.
So I will tell you, I started in a networking chapter over 20 years ago, straight out of college. The best relationships that I've made in my community for nonprofit areas, for business areas, just in all walks, have been through this chapter, through this group of people. The majority of our business comes from referral marketing. I would say 90% of our business is word of mouth. So it is incredibly important. I mean, we try our best to get merchants in all the markets that we're working with to join chapters, because I don't think you can do better than having a group of people that care about you, that know you, that trust you, and that want to make sure they're referring business to somebody that they can trust. So when someone has to see you every week, they're not going to screw up your accounts, because they don't want to deal with that, right? Like, so I tell people, even if you don't just trust me, know that the person that referred you does, right? Like, even if you don't know me. But yeah, I think, and I said earlier, a relationship that brings in a lot of referrals for us and has been wonderful for us started right here in our networking chapter. So
yeah,
join
that's awesome.
Chapter today.
Yeah. And the good news too is with GBN, how we differ than a lot of other networking groups is you can also refer to other chapters, and you get to not only build the relationships with the ones in your chapters, but with our after hours every month, that kind of stuff you can build with people across the organization.
Absolutely.
So,
better than just Googling somebody in a specific market, Googling, or not Googling, but going to GBN to be able to see in other markets. And I use the app to reference who's in Greenville when I need to find a contractor in Greenville for a merchant that's needing someone. And I'm like, hey, this person's been in the chapter for a while. Call them and call the real estate agent and say, hey, how does Bob do? Because he's in your group. And he's going to say, oh, I would absolutely use him. I've known Bob for 10 years. Like,
yeah, it definitely makes a difference. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Nicole, thanks. I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Nope, just
okay.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I thought I spoke over. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really enjoyed getting to know a lot more about you and Solero and how you guys operate. So, but we appreciate it, and we will be seeing you again soon, as we got a few things coming up here in the works. So, guys, thanks for watching today. We appreciate it. And if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. Have a great week.
Thank you, Todd.